Yeah, the international break is over, so bring on Liverpool. Yeah, Raj Groves believe in Chelsea FC, and I'm not exactly sure what this Chelsea team is made of, but we're going to find out on Sunday. That's right. We heading up to play Liverpool. And of course, Liverpool sitting at the top of the table, and Chelsea fourth place. Surprising to some, right where we thought they'd be for others. Myself, this was the goal, to be sitting top four, but are we good enough to go up to Anfield and play Liverpool or to beat them? We got to play them, like it or not. But can we beat them? That is the question. So we're going to talk about it here. So first things first, couple things. We're going to be without a couple players. Mark Cucurella and Wesley Fofana, of course, both suspended for the trip to Anfield to take on Liverpool. They picked up their fifth yellow cards, fifth and seventh, I believe. Let me see, fifth and seventh appearances. The last time we played Nottingham Forest, of course, that was the game. So that is a problem we'll talk about another time. We got a yellow problem on this team, don't we? Leading the Prem in yellow cards. I like leading the Prem in things, but not yellow cards. Discipline is an issue. So those two will be without. So what do we do? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute when I give my starting 11. But looking at these two clubs, of course, the last 5 times we have played Liverpool, looks like we've got 3 draws, and I believe Liverpool is 1-2. So sometimes we've hung with them, but we can't get the 3 points. We can't get a win recently, can we? And up there, you know it's a tough deal. So one thing I wanted to focus on with these two teams are set pieces. Of course, Chelsea hired a new set piece coach from Brentford. And if you heard the last pod from the pub, we got this cute little huddle where they're like, ready, break. And then they just go out and do the same damn thing they've done before. So I don't know what that's about, but we do have a new set piece coach, and we'll have to see how that works out. But it hasn't worked out too well, to be honest. I guess we've already seen some. Now, in open play, Chelsea's XG is first with 13.7 goals with open play. So we do our thing there. But with set pieces, Chelsea is dead last with just 1 XP goal, or XG goal, excuse me. So how do you compare that? Let's say Arsenal, number 1, 3.6. We're dead last in set piece, folks. So I think in order to hang with a team like Liverpool, you got to capitalize on your corners and your free kicks, and that ain't us, is it? So the new set piece coach, we'll see. We'll give it time, but so far, not too pretty. And why is that so important, you ask? Well, every league winner, looks like recently that's won not just a Prem, top leagues from around around Europe, they're top 3 in set piece XG. All right, you want at least 25% of your goals. This is coming from set pieces. So how does Chelsea line up? Cole on the right, of course, taking corners out. And then on the left, Enzo Fernandez. And if you remember that Nottingham Forest game where he failed twice to clear the first man on his corners after that little ready, set, break huddle we do. And Enzo can't even get it past the first man. So it ain't pretty. And of course, it's been well documented the last couple of years, Chelsea is a small team, not terribly physical. Nottingham Forest, what they did, they took it to the skies on us, winning, off kicks off the goalie and goal kicks and just winning possession just with their height and being more physical on it. So they hung in there with it. So doesn't give me the greatest feeling going into Anfield to take on Liverpool. But speaking of that, let me jump to the starting 11. Now, before I do, I read a couple of things. Of course, Reece James is back to training, and people are like, let's start Reece. It's such a big game. Are you out of your flipping mind? Let's keep Reece James in some bubble wrap for a while, all right? I don't even want him wearing a warm-up suit. This dude might injure himself bending over to zip the tracksuit up or tie his shoes. Nah, fam. No Reece James. In fact, nowhere near the field. All right, you want to sit up in the box, just wear some regular clothes. I don't want you in I don't want you in nothing close looking like you about to participate, because we need your fam down the line. And, I've been rough on him. I've been saying since last year we should have sold while the price was high, and I don't know what we could get for him. So no Reece James in this game. Chill. I'm not even going to. No, nowhere near the starting 11. I don't even want him coming off the bench. Let that man train for a little while and get right. I don't even want him going out and picking up his mail. I wonder if he gets his own mail or if he has someone to get it, because you paid. He got money. But anyway, no Reece James. No. So starting 11. Let's jump to it. Sanchez, of course, in between the pipes. And this is, to me, what separates us from being a league winner or beating a team like Liverpool. Sure, Sanchez has made some nice saves, but we all know his decision-making and his distribution of the ball. Don't be surprised if one of these distributions might go to a team in red, player in red, I should say. So Sanchez in the pipes, though. He's all right. He's doing all right for us for where we are. We can be top 4 with Sanchez, so I'm okay. Right back, Malo Gusto. I don't want to hear the Axel Disasi stuff at right back. I know we've done that in the past. Put Gusto there. Now, the question with Gusto was, does he invert or does the left back invert? We'll get into that in a minute. Okay, cornerbacks. Of course, we've got no Fofana. So who will Levi Colwell partner with? Of course, it's going to be Colwell in one. I say Tosin. So I think we brought in the 26-year-olds from veteran leadership for games like this, high pressure. It's going to be rough up there. So Colwell and Tosin for me. Axel Disasi, one reason I don't want him to play at one of the backs too is because, as you know, one of our backs invert. So when that happens late in the game, maybe we'll need Disasi to take over for either Gusto or my left back starter, Renato Vega. That's right. I love him. I love the bargain we got for him, 14 million pounds. Put him in the left side. So which one inverts? Is it Gusto or Vega? For me, I love when Gusto gets forward. So I'd like to see him invert, because if Vega inverts on the left, which he's accustomed to doing, and he's played very well doing so, well, then we have to have Gusto play back in that back three that we're going to have. So let me flip that then. I know you do that well, Vega, but I want to keep him back and let Gusto get going forward, because we might need to pose a threat and put some pressure and some tension, as they say, on that midfield of Liverpool. Speaking of midfield, what about ours? Defensive mid, Moises Caicedo. All right. I keep telling you, one of the most important players on the team. He goes well, we go well. I want him to be N'Golo Kante, and I heard him make a comment, and I love that. He says he wants to be like that as well. Boom, let's do it. So, locked in. The other defensive back, one that gets a little bit forward on the left side, maybe. I hear Lavia is healthy, training, ready to go. But I got to see it to believe it, and I don't want him starting in this spot. So let's get Enzo Fernandez up there. And I spoke a little bit to Tommy Smith about the lack of touches, or the decrease in touches Enzo Fernandez is getting this year, even though he's playing more forward. They're not allowing him or relying on him to have as many touches as he did last year, and that might be a good thing. But for now, let's not mess with it. Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez as our defensive mids. In the middle, of course, Cole Palmer. Of course, likes to float a little bit to the right when in possession, but that's our mid, no questions there. Now, the attacking three, there is some debate on who should start and who shouldn't, but in a big spot like this, in a big game, this ain't the time for experimenting, all right? Let's just stay with what we've been doing. So let's start with the right winger, Nani Madueke. Pedro Neto plays better on the right. I was surprised when we had him on the left when he first came over here. And of course, that job is no longer here, but Pedro Neto plays better on the right, but still give me Madueke. Let's just have some consistency, and Pedro can back him up on the right, because I don't think Nani will go a full 90. Give us a good 75 or so minutes. On the left, Jadon Sancho, of course, earned that job. Took that job. Mudryk in other spots has been playing better. I mean, leave it to Maresca to keep putting this dude out there when I was ready to get rid of him. And still not saying he's safe on the squad, but he has been playing better. But hey, come on, that's Sanchez's job on the left. So keep it there. And then up front, striker, this is probably the biggest debate among folks, and including myself. You know, I love me some Nguku, but I think you have to keep the consistency and continuity of Nicholas Jackson. He's going to be the one starting up front. Let him play a good 65 minutes, and then let me get some Nguku, especially if we're trailing at the end of the game. So that's my starting 11. I'll put something out on Instagram or something, and maybe a little graphic up on YouTube if you're watching there. If you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and shoot a brother a like and a subscribe while you're at it. Why not? Can't hurt. So now let's get to the money spot. My prediction for this game, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Look, this is a developing squad, but we ain't developed. All right. So developing and developed are two different things, especially in the back. I love the partnership and the potential of Colwell and Fofana, but of course, Fofana can't even play in this game. So got some moving parts in the back. Of course, haven't, and I still don't think we will have a healthy Reece James to count on. So the continuity hasn't been there. And then these damn yellow cards with the suspension. So we still don't have it. So this is a developing squad. Maresca said himself, of course, our manager, Enzo Maresca, that we are not at Liverpool's level yet. And you know what? He's right. Yep. He was right. We're not at Liverpool's level, especially up in Anfield. However, look, I'm going to be real. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I'm not expecting 3 points. I'm not expecting a win here. But I would like to look Liverpool in the eye. I would like to play along with them. Let them know we here. All right? We ain't ready to dethrone. Well, they're not champions, but they are first right now. But we're not ready for that. But we are here. You do need to worry about us. Now, can we get something out of this game? Like, from the table, like a point with the draw? I'd love to see it. Okay? But I ain't betting on it yet. Keyword, okay? Oh, don't get mad at me, folks. Just not yet. We are developing. We are not developed. So this is going to be a huge game. Of course, we're going to have some fun at Cosmo here in LA. We're going to watch it at the Dome, Chelsea in LA. A bunch of Chelsea fans here in Los Angeles going to come through and watch. So let me know what you think about the game. Give me your prediction on comments, wherever you're seeing this, watching this, listening to this. You can, of course, email me, anytime at getatmeblues. Is that my damn? I forget. Let's look up the damn. Hang on. You can email me. I just got to find the damn thing. Okay. Get at me blues. That's it. Get at me blues at gmail.com. I got to answer some of those. I know I got to get on that. Sorry about that, guys. I get so caught up in the comments that you can see so easily that, forgot the damn email address. But anyway, it's Raj Groves. Believe in Chelsea FC. Let me know what you think what Chelsea might do this week against Liverpool. As always, let's get it, Blues.